This is going to be the last round of the day. We've only got 4 pairs left going. There's 2 matches on each pair. There's 16 bowlers left. This is the loser's bracket. The 8 winners of the loser's bracket in this round will cash in the tournament, and they'll come back tomorrow. And the 8 losers will be eliminated. So we'll be down to 8 people left in the winner's bracket and 8 people left in the loser's bracket after this round. But this will be the last round of the day. Tomorrow we'll be back here at 10 o'clock in the morning for round 6. Of course, don't forget daylight savings time is tomorrow, so we get 1 less hour of sleep, sadly. But we've got some really good matches here this last round. Unfortunately, we don't have to walk around a lot to see them. Regular with the 10-pin in his match. Nate Garcia is back to that stage 2, and that's going to be a strike for him. But we'll take a look at the bracket here so you can see who's bowling. So in the winner's bracket, advancing to tomorrow are Andrew Colon versus Jeremy Mooney. And then there will be Shea Wiegers versus John Huff, Steve Ortiz and John Rakowski, and Adam Colton versus Brian Murphy. The bowlers who are bowling now are Carlos Tabone versus JJ Salomon, Nate Garcia versus Kyle Hackett, Derek Hightower versus Jacob Gregory, Larry Brand and Richard Cheney, Mark Book versus Robert Graves, Peter Quinlan and Costa Jasanoff. I believe his first name. We'll find out. And Remsen and Hyatt and Felter and Fulmer. So let me see. Jasanoff's first name is Zachary, so I remember that now. So apologies to Zach. Sorry, but I met you, so I didn't know your name. Let's take a look at somebody who's bowling out here. Here's Richard Cheney. Trips out the 4-5-7-10. Very nice, very nice. Garcia with the ring 10. Oh, the foot tap, that's got to be good, right? The foot tap's got to be good. No, leaves the 2-7. No, the 2-7-8. There's a pin back there. Yep, there is a pin back there. Robert Graves now taking an early lead. He does, so he starts off the match with spare strike. Mark Brook has got split, and now he's got another split. This one makeable. See if he can convert it. Derek Hightower leaves the 10 pin. Good shot by Book there. Good shot. Definitely want to keep the match close early. So Kyle Paxson now in the losers bracket, and he wants to get any kind of momentum back here after losing his last match so he can advance to tomorrow. Now Chris Felker and Joe Fulner going at it. Felker crosses over or goes through the face. It looks like maybe needs a 4-pin. Hightower barely converts his 10. The cheering is for Zachary Jasanoff, who just converted the lefty version of the 2-4-8-10, which is the 3-6-7-9. Good spare by him. Larry Brand with the strike. He's got a triple to start the match. Good strike there from Robert Graves. Spare double now to start his match against Mark Book.
That Paxton match with Nate's going to get loud if Kyle starts bowling well. I mean, it's going to get loud.
Yes, it is. Paxton had the triple, but he just left at 210. Nate Garcia missed a single spin spare. Was it a 10 pin he missed?
It was a 10 pin, yes. But I would expect Nate to come back and flush this one and kind of take Kyle's 210 and put a little pressure on him now.
So there's Nate Garcia. And he does hit the pocket and just slaps the 10 out. Not the most powerful strike, but
Slapped the 7 and the 10 out there.
Oh, the 7 too?
Yeah,
Oh.
7 went late.
Oof.
It's a mistake by Kyle there. Not getting one for the wood. Haywire still going down lane for Carlos.
Yeah,
it's
Carlos,
still striking.
Yeah, he's got the front four. That ball change has given him basically new life. Completely new life.
Yeah, he was very hardcore struggling.
Yeah. He's very fortunate he made it through the rounds he did, considering he really didn't really have a reaction.
I agree.
You know, he wasn't sure about where the lanes were playing. Switched to that ball, all of a sudden he was just whacking them.
I agree.
Larry Brand shooting at the 3-9-10, cannot convert it. So that's an open frame. He's got 85 in the fourth. Sorry. There we go. Graves tripping the 4 out. But he's got spare triple now to start his match. Mark Book, his opponent, with split and then a spare conversion on the split and then strike. But Graves out to an early lead here.
Well, he's got the right lane figured out. No doubt about that.
And Brayler gets the 9 out and got that Dutch 200 game going. This Mark Book, he needs this one. And that ball kind of rolled out. Lucky he got the 4-5-7 out, but that ball looked really good, and then it just got to the back end and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Nate Garcia left the 3-6-9-10, and he did convert it.
Yeah. Hardest spare on the PBA tour right there.
Yeah, it's not that easy here today either.
No.
Not with all that hang out on the right. High with the ring 10.
A little bit of a pancakey shot there by Rich. Ball just had no juice left when it hit the pocket. Left a very, very flat 10.
Let's go down to the other end and see what's going on down there. Coming through.
That's all right. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Come on.
So it looks like Jasinoff has strike split spare, strike spare, and then has just left a 3-9 double wood. His opponent Pete Quinlan not doing much better. Not doing any better, in fact. It's got spare strike and then 2 opens. So Quinlan's now up here trying to get a little bit of momentum. And that's not it. That's a Greek church. That's pretty much the opposite of what he needed to do right here. So Jasinoff now William Welch. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Will. How are things in the Great White North? We miss you here in this tournament. Kyle Paxton with the strike. Very animated. Paxton with triple open double. And Nate Garcia, spare strike, open strike, spare. So Nate's really got to get something going here. That shot looks okay. Ooh, it looked like it checked up just in the last second. Almost left that 9-pin, but he got it out. And here's Carlos Tabone. 4-bagger and then an open. He left the split. And that one goes to the face and 3, 6, 9, 10. So Carlos now looking a little vulnerable, but he does still have a bit of a lead. As J.J. Salomon, that ball's way too far out. Not going to get back. And that's a 3-pin. Is there a 9-pin back there? No, there's not. One of my favorite events is Fit is Back. Things are cold here today in Milwaukee, expecting an upcoming heat wave. Heat wave temperatures in the 50s. That's not a heat wave, that's a cold wave. Temperatures in the 50s. Carlos able to make that 3, 6, 9, 10. Felker still alive in the tournament. Almost leaves that 4-9, but gets the 9 out. But he's in a close one right now against Joel Fulner. Fulner with the Dutch 200 game going at the D-bowler. And Felker with almost the same, but didn't strike in the third. So he's going to be down by about 2 or 3. J.J. Salomon does not make that spare. Misses the double wood. And Quinlan doesn't hit the head pin. Misses right. Leaves a washout. So Jasanoff now has a chance to really take the lead, even though he's not bowling all that well himself. But Quinlan, if he doesn't make this 4 opens in a row, Jasanoff gets it out. Will it come back? No, it will not. There's just that a little out of bounds if you get it right. Can't get it there. And Quinlan not able to cover that washout. It was a good try at it. He got the ball to the right place, but just unlucky. The head pin wrapped around the 10. So here's Kyle Paxton. If he strikes, you know it's going to be loud. No, you liked it? You liked it. Triple open triple now for Paxton. He's got a 26-pin lead on Nate Garcia. Jasanoff makes that washout. Here's J.J. Salomon looking to come back after that open frame. And that ball's not hit the head pin either. He looks like he might be a little tired. That ball, he didn't have anything on it. The bowlers have bowled a lot of games today. This will be their 10th and 11th game of the day. Carlos with the strike. So he's looking to take a good lead here. How many entries today? We had a full field, Will, at 64 players. We limited the tournament. Well, not we. Brian McMahon, who was running the tournament, limited the field to 64 in order to avoid all the, you know this, with the stupidity with, having 20 buys in a round because the numbers don't come out even for a match play tournament. So one change this year was they capped the tournament at 64 players, and it's a bracket. It's a double elimination bracket, almost exactly like the USBC Masters would be, except that there's no step ladder. It's just true double elimination all the way through until the final match where the winner has to lose twice or win once. But other than that, this is a true double elimination. Kyle really animated now.
I told you that match is going to get loud.
Yes, it is. Jasanoff now looking to come back, but this is the head pin again. He hasn't struck in 5 frames now, but he's still leading his match by a good 40 pins because Quinlan had the 4 opens in a row. But here's Nate Garcia, and he needs this strike to keep up with Paxton. Just to at least stay in this match because he's already down by 30. And he steps off a little too loud in the back. The fans in the back are a little too loud for Nate Garcia, so he steps off. And it's a good idea to do that too.
Yeah, folks, never throw a shot unless you're absolutely ready to throw it. That's the cardinal rule. Oh, nasty messenger by Jacob there. That puts him in command of his match so far. At least his
So let's see if Garcia can throw that triple. As you said, he really needs it. Even if he gets it, he's down by almost 30.
good shot with his hand.
Yeah, really good, but he got it. Just pinched in just a little bit. Just pinched in.
Rough break there.
Yeah, that's 4.79. I mean,
Even a little pinch in, don't really deserve that.
No, he didn't miss by much, and that's a lot worse than he deserved.
Fast 8 okay, but 4.79 is a little bit of a rough break.
And he's
Kind of
kind
letting
of,
everybody know about it.
JJ with the strike.
He needs a few more of those to stay in this match.
He does.
Got a true tough opponent here, and it's in the loser bracket match.
There's Polner with the strike. So he's got 100 in the fifth with a triple after that. So he can punch out for 250.
Yeah, the old guy can still bowl.
The old guy can still do it. So Nate Garcia, what do you put Nate's odds of making this? Because he really pretty much has to make this.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, I'd probably give him 30% here, which is probably a little bit above average.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Look at that. Great job by Garcia there. Great job.
That was a must make.
Yeah.
I mean, it's early, it's still game one, but he's down about 40, 50 pins. More if he doesn't make that. It's an absolute must make. And maybe that puts a little pressure on Kyle. Maybe if Nate comes up here on the heels of making that and flushes one, maybe Kyle squeezes a little bit. You know, who knows?
Newsflash, touring pros are good.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's Felker. Speaking of good, Chris Felker, he struck so much today, but that was not his best shot.
It's a little in down lane. You saw it.
Yeah, it looks like all that momentum he had earlier today, he's just kind of, I don't want to say he's run out of gas, but he's not as sharp as he was.
Well,
Sure.
I tell you, it's tough to rebound after shooting 600. I mean, I don't know many people that shoot 600 and come back and
I don't know many people who shoot 600.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And folks, we're talking about for 2, not for 3, in case anybody's
In
wondering.
fact, I know one other person who's ever shot 600 in 2-game block, and that was Dan McClellan. Remember Dan?
Oh, well, Danny Mac is one of those special people.
Another guy from tour. Dan bowled from the story I was told was he bowled in the, I think it was the Grand Boot Hill in Vegas, like when the Megabucks tournaments were a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a 2-game qualifier.
I think
and
I heard that story.
He bowled the first squad of the day, shot 600,
Yeah.
and like entries were pretty much tanked for the rest of the
Yeah,
day because nobody could bowl
that
600.
story. I mean, listen, Danny was, I don't know, but Danny was pretty solid. Well, folks, there's something you don't see every day. I don't know if that 10-pin went. It's a 1-7-10.
A 1-7-10.
Richard Cheney left a 1-7-10. Granted, it was a walkout with a sleeper that the 2-pin fell, but yeah, it's a 1-7-10 now.
No, it's not Richard Cheney. That's not Richard Cheney. That's
Well, it was
I'm like next to him.
yeah. I don't know. I even know what you call it. It was a 1-2-7-10.
Oh no, it is Richard Cheney. Oh, sorry, my bad. All right, we got to see if he makes it. Does not make the 1-7-10.
Have 2 more.
Paxton with the strike. So here's Quinlan looking to get a little bit of momentum. He's got a double. But that ball's way right. That's not coming back. Not on this pattern. So Quinlan now, if he makes the spare in the ninth, can punch out and shoot 170. And now Jasanoff just left this spare. Let's see if he makes this first. He does. That's a great conversion. So that gives him a possible 198. So even if Quinlan shoots 170, he's still going to be down by a few. Bowler, that ball won't hold. 3, 6, 9, 10. Quinlan does cover, so he still has the chance to shoot 170 and at least keep this match somewhat in striking distance.
I've been getting better at the just away from
All right.
Fulner 6 on the approach, shooting that 3.6910. Still up in the match, but that's a bad break
That makes it
there.
a little bit interesting there. I mean,
does.
you know,
Still has room for 208, but now his opponent has a chance to at least shoot 192 and keep it close.
Carlos, let's go.
oh, Paxton strikes here. It might blow the building down.
Oh, gets the 9 out.
7-9-10, was it not?
Yeah, that was a 7.910. He wasn't thrilled with that shot.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to scream at that one.
No.
Jameson, rub him.
So here's Garcia. He can punch out for 215 and only lose by 50.
Right, he needs every bit of it. I think he made a 2-0 on this game. We were having a little discussion.
Oh, he got that ball way right.
Just didn't come up. Didn't like it. Off his hand. It's not a good shot.
Yeah, he got a little right, maybe a little too much speed. Maybe he was afraid after pinching that 4.79 the
But it
frame
looked
before
like
that on the
a
lane.
little footing issue too. I mean, no, that's been a common theme across the house today.
Yeah, there's a little humid at the bowling center today. There's a lot of people here, and South Florida. I mean, approaches get sticky. It is humid. JJ with the strike. So Kyle Paxton is going to shoot 251 probably after he gets one of these 2 pins down. So, but Nate Garcia is going to shoot 195 or so. Yeah, depending on what he does on his still ball.
Carlos with 240. JJ at least made it interesting. Throughout the last 4 or 5 were 2-0. So, what could have been a disaster for JJ after 7 frames could have been a 60, 70 pin deficit easily. He's only 36 now, so there's still some hope for JJ. Pete throws a double and 7 spares. Still a little bit of hope for him against Jasanoff.
Garcia, he's almost in front of the ball return now.
Yeah,
He is in front of
switch to the phase 4, I think. But again, left that one way out the window. A little bit too clean to the front and a little bit too sharp of an angle down lane.
So he's going to be down by 60 going into game 2.
Good fellow coming into it.
Yeah. Fuller with a good strike there.
Regular winning his first game handily. So he's going to shoot 239 with a strike and be up a little bit over 40 on his opponent. Striking out for 238. However, Mr. Grange shoots 268 with a strike. So 269 with a strike here. So that matches.
See those guys.
Matches a 269, 248 man. So what was an absolute disaster for PJ is turning into potentially, depending on this, he could be down single digits depending on this affair, and he will be down single digits. He'll be down 4 pins with a strike here, where it looked like he was going to go down about 40 or 50.
I mean, Jasanoff made a lot of spares for that game, but opened in the 10th and hadn't struck since the 3rd frame.
And PJ throwing his last 5 out of 6 gets him within single digits. Or 4 out of 6. But still within single digits.
Even after missing the head pin completely. On that one.
Well,
But he
double
was
7, double 7, that's the way it goes.
Only down by 7 after that game. You can't really be disappointed with
No, I mean, that game was looking at a 40 or 50 pin deficit potentially. But like you said, Jasanoff couldn't strike. PJ gets that there, throws a double, makes his fair, throws another double, and all of a sudden it's a single pin match. So there's a little bit of life in there, and potentially that rattles the kid a little bit. You know, he had it well in hand. So, young kid, maybe he can come back and throw a couple of good shots. But we saw him miss the head pin a couple of times on that right lane, so he's not exactly lined up.
Belcher with the 24810, and he's going to be down by about 15 or so.
Carlos picking up right where he left off with that A-wire.
Yep. That's probably the ball change of the day so far. From what I've
I
seen.
agree, yeah. I mean, you can't really go wrong there. He's thrown 7, 8, 9 strikes a game after going to that ball.
Yeah. Belcher makes the 24810.
A little nice pair there to stay down by 16 instead of double 20s.
Yeah.
So,
Keeping it close.
yep, keeping it close, keeping it close.
That's not now hasn't struck in about 9 frames in a row now.
Yeah, so we saw this in his last game with Garrett in the last round. He kind of lost his way a little bit, and he kind of carried over into this block. And DJ coming out and taking advantage right away. So Nate down 60 has a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Kyle's lined up pretty good.
Let's take a walk down there and
Yeah.
see how those guys are doing. Give them some air time.
Yeah, Cheney right here, he's kind of got a lucky break from his playing partner there. And instead of being down a little bit, his opponent opened to the 10th, and Cheney picked the 550.
So we should scores in this pair, 268 to 243. And we've got a 203 on the bottom right. And we've got a score correction and some dead wood over there, so we're fixing that up. Kyle Paxton with the lower 7, I think that was. Regular sticks on the approach, and these are 369 sets. A reminder: this is round 5, a 2-game total pins match, and this is the last round of the day. The winners from today will come back tomorrow. This is all losers bracket right here. So these bowlers will come back tomorrow for their losers bracket match, and along with the 8 winners who are still alive in the winners bracket, and we'll be down to 16 people. And one of them is going to take home the title.
And those winners are Andrew Sloan, Jeremy Mooney. They will bowl opening match tomorrow. Shea Weiger and John Huff, also opening match. Adam Colton, Brian Murphy, and Stephen Ortiz and John Riccotti. Those are your 4 opening winners bracket matches tomorrow. And we will update you with the opening losers bracket matches once this entire block is complete.
How much is first paying? William Welch would like to know.
Hi, Mr. Welch, 2,500 for first.
2,500. Not a bad payday. Eric says I will. So here's Bregler now in the second frame. 6 spare
On his good lane.
on a good lane.
The one he's not sticking on.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, gets that messenger.
Another
Take the 10
nasty
out.
messenger from Jake.
I got you, bro.
So here's Mark Book, who's down by 25, even though he shot 243.
Yeah, that was a heck of a match.
He just ran into the Robert Graves freight train. I mentioned it, a couple of rounds ago, right? Robert Graves just shoots 250,
Yeah.
250.
Yeah, you did
260,
say he's one of those
250.
TP 250 guys. He's struggled quite a bit today. And it looks like he's playing the lanes very simply.
Yep.
He's got enough on it to get the ball to react on the back, but he doesn't have a ton on it, so he's shortened everything up and kept everything directly in front of him, and the fresh is working well. Good mindset is working well for him on the prep. Nice break for Dave there, kicking the 7. That opened and that kind of rattled him a little bit. He had that match, that first game, well in hand by at least 10, 20 pins with the turkey going into the 10th, but then opens and then throws a not so great shot there, but he's making it fair.
So here's Dorano Hyatt on the left lane, and he's standing pretty far left already. He's pretty much in line with that left gutter. Gets it a little right, and he 2-8-10s, and the 2 goes, so now he's left with 8-10
there. We saw that at book earlier. The ball kind of hit the spot and rolled out a little bit. He didn't really recover. Fair by Dave.
Kyle Paxton down on lane 36 left a 4-9 and missed both of them, so a little bit of life for Nate Garcia
Almost
here.
left the 7-10 in the first frame as well, so Kyle may have to make a small adjustment just to get the ball to get through the pins a little bit better. Which is odd to say considering how well the ball gets through the pins every time he throws it.
But it does give a chance for Nate Garcia to maybe put up some strikes here and get some of these pins back. He's down 60.
Nate's first few shots weren't very good, so hopefully he can find a little something left in the tank for himself and throw a few up there. Another great job. Big guy, very simple game.
Would you say Mark Book is now in a grave situation?
Yeah. I'm going to let you say that.
It's true, though. He's down 25 going into this game, and Robert Graves has shown no indication that he's going to stop striking anytime soon.
Not at all. And another one by Mark that just does nothing in the back part of the lane.
Yeah, the ball looked like it was in the right place, and he did the toe tap, which usually when he does that, he strikes. But the ball got to the back end, and it went to turn over and just rolled out instead. So.
And Kyle did make a ball change, by the way. I don't know if we got that on.
I don't know. What did he change to? Do we know?
That's a great question. I want to say it's
That's the gold ball he was throwing, though.
He went to that. So I want to say
whatever that is,
74, but I can't quite see it from up here. But it definitely went to things quite a bit better.
Mark Book did not cover that spare, so that's strike open. So he's going to be down by about 40 or 50 in this match now. Hyatt with a pretty good shot, but it just kind of puked in the back end in 210. Maybe the oil carrying down a little bit?
Might be. It looks like it went to something with a little more surface, and it just didn't quite, maybe burned up a little bit, or maybe the oil carried down. You couldn't quite tell, but certainly not the right ball for the part of the lane he's trying to throw.
Now Cheney with a double, and he comes up light, lays a double wood. So his opponent Larry Brand also with a double, and he's going to try to take advantage of that.
So the Carlos and JJ match also getting interesting. JJ down a bit, but Carlos just went out. Strike spare double 7-10. And JJ has the front 4, so JJ with another shot here gets back a bunch of those pins from the first game.
Big look at JJ when you get it from here. See if JJ can make that the front 5. And that's a 6, and that's a tough spare.
Yeah. But makeable as opposed to Carlos' 7-10. So.
Yeah. So here's Nate Garcia. Needs basically every strike from now to the end, and that was not close.
I think Nate's day is over in 43.
I think you might be right.
Kyle's ball changed, and that strike pretty much put it away. I think we can announce the first thing again.
Tradition.
I think he's got the match well in hand. With
Brayler goes through the base and needs the 3-4.
almost a 3-4-10. 10-12, super late there. But again, his opponent is going 9 dash in the third. So Brayler seems to have this game somewhat in control. See if he can cover this up. JJ did miss that spare, by the way. We were talking about it earlier with Jasmine. He is still super lost down there.
Recovery there.
In the fourth frame, he did strike and he tripped the 3-6. I'm sorry, the 2-6. So, I'm sorry, the 2-4. I'm going to get that right. He tripped the 2-4. He
Yes, sir!
doesn't really have much going on there. And, TJ keeps taking the lead, and he double takes a big lead. As we just saw, like that spirit.
Firebrand with the washout on the front three. So he's going to have to make this.
Nasty little messenger of 10. Not doing much with the ball. Getting some shiny and he's almost playing a fallback shot. Gets the ball right up to 14 down lane. He's not gonna strike back. He might not even get the head to it. We saw it in the third frame, I believe. So
Quality shot here, bud. Let's go.
looks like
All right, Derek.
might be the end of the
Shot,
road
bro.
for Mr. Book as well.
Yeah, after leaving that. Yep.
Right, you can tell what Kyle's throwing. I want to say it's an obsession tour.
That is an obsession tour, yes. So he went from the obsession tour Pearl to the obsession tour.
And it is getting through the pins a lot better. It is a change he needed to make. Although I don't think there's been any jeopardy of falling in this match anyway.
Regular with that Axiom Pearl he was striking with before, and he's still striking with it.
Yeah, good shot there. Pretty much nailed the coffin right there for Mr. Book.
Yeah, that match is not looking good for him.
Yeah, great. Still striking.
He's down by about 40 this game. He's already down by 25.
My fault. Larry, my fault.
Get the rolly pin, get the rolly pin. Not get the rolly
The
pin.
only drawback with a fallback shot when you have a bit of speed and not too much hand, you're not pretty precise. You're going to leave some of the wishy-washy things in the flat and similar to what Shane was doing, but she was a little bit more direct. So she found a way to straighten it up and get to the pockets a little bit straighter with a little bit more power. And in turn, she was not leaving any flat heads when she shot her 270, 275 or whatever she shot. Great
Good adjustment.
An outstanding shot.
Graves with a good shot, but just a flat 10. The ball just quit it just a little bit in the back. And gives Chris Felker in a little bit of trouble now because he hasn't struck at all, and it's in the fifth frame. So he might be in a bit of trouble down there as well.
I think he was he down? He was down a little bit going into this game, correct? Like 18 maybe?
Something like that? Yeah, I can't remember. High tower.
Yeah, it was kind of a must strike for high tower. Jacob's got a little bit of a lead on him, and this game was pretty close. Missing a head pin like that. Already been open this game, kind of puts high tower in a big hole. I don't think he's going to be able to climb out of it simply because Jacob's striking a lot.
Hearing the shoes squeak does not make me miss the humidity in that building, says Will.
Yeah, there's been some approach problems today. It's actually not been that warm in here, but a little bit intermittent warm, especially on the high end when you open the door a little bit. So.
Yeah, Felter's first strike now in the 6th frame of that game against Fulner. Let's take a look at that match and see what's going on over there. Let's see it from here, I guess. So Fulner's got 80 in the 4th and a strike up in the 5th, and Felter has 5 spares and a strike. And here's Fulner now in the
a little left.
It's a lot left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 6-7-10, and that's a bad.
Back-to-back splits on that lane for Joe. Big shot here for Larry too. He needs it.
Oh, he's down on one knee. He knows he needs it. So here's Paxton. The flat 10. Well, that match is pretty much over.
Larry didn't need that. He was down 5 coming into this game, so tight match. Needed that double.
Tight match. Larry with the 85 in the 4th and the double.
Big shot here for Jacob. And saws the rack.
Yeah.
Kid's really good for.
That's probably just going to put that match over. That match is probably over.
That match is definitely over.
Yep.
So big shot here for Larry. This JJ match also getting interesting down there with Carlos.
Yeah, we're going to have to go over there after this shot by Larry and see what's going on.
Be good.
Oh, that's got to hurry.
Be good.
Larry gets it.
No, Larry.
That's going to be
The man, Larry.
triple now for Grant. Richard Cheney with double spare, strike.
Yeah, Larry takes the lead in the match if Cheney is a striker, so big shot. And I think the haywire went away.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw ball change, yeah. So that one never got right of 18 down lane. I'm standing right behind Richard watching that, so big shot.
Carl shooting the 10 pin. Looks like it makes that. But that's a pretty close match now. JJ with a lot of strikes. He's looking at a 250 game. And Carlos is looking at 2-team. Carlos is looking at.
So JJ down 38 going into this game. He made up a bunch of the spins with the first 4 and then another double with Carlos. Carlos takes a strike here.
Yeah.
To put him on pressure.
No, if they don't strike out, JJ wins, right?
Like 2 pins, I think. Right? JJ was 54.
It'd be 254 and 14.
14, so JJ loses by 2. So yeah, JJ needs them all. Fade in his hand. He can't lose.
Let's see if that ball change that Nova is going to come through for him. He just kind of lost it with that haywire all of a sudden, Carlos.
And the Nova wasn't a bad shot. It was a happy 10, so it usually makes a little bit of adjustment. That was in. So very interesting. JJ first one here. Actually takes the
of his left. Oh,
But a really good break getting the 10 out there.
he almost
Wiggling
took
the
it out.
7, yeah. That was interesting. It was a really good break getting the 10 out.
That ball went from not hitting the head to almost taking
Right,
both corners
taking
out.
both corners out. Very interesting there. He missed it. Yeah, I mean, that was, and again, a little footing problem potentially, but that ball really had no chance to make that fair. A little surprising. Carlos, no problem with JJ though, and still with a good break and a start takes the lead in this match by 2-3 pins.
JJ can strike out for 233. Yeah, those three. So he's up by 41.
So yeah, so he takes the lead by 3 pins.
You said it was 38.
38, yeah.
All right, so it's going to come down to who does better with 10th, basically.
I mean, JJ really can't double.
Unless he gets like double six or something.
I'm going to say he doesn't do that. I'm going to go on record saying if he doubles, he will get more than 7.
And Jasnoff and Quinlan are exactly tied in this game. Both have 123 in the 7th.
And TJ up a bit in the match. Just a couple, I mean, down a couple things in the match. Felker making a run here. After not being able to strike, he's thrown 3 together.
Oh, Quinlan wanted it and he got it.
Big double from Quinlan. Big double.
His thumper. He's in some pain right now.
I think it's his middle finger.
His middle finger.
Yeah, he's been in a little bit of pain during the match.
He just needs to throw one more frame and he can go home.
Yeah. I mean, he really needs one more strike and I think that match is over.
Let's say half this is game 11 for these guys today, I think.
Yeah, at a minimum. Yeah. So, folks, JJ throws double, and well, let's put it this way: Carlos can't win unless JJ doesn't strike. So, JJ throws a double. And that was a good shot there.
Hey,
That was a no-brainer shot by the kid. A little excitement from the kid too. You don't see much of it, but that was really good shot. He's going to put a little bit of pressure on Carlos here. If Carlos doesn't strike, this match is over. Carlos has to match him and hope JJ just doesn't strike again. But if there's no strike here, this match is over and JJ will be your winner.
That's the first one. Cured that one.
Nothing but net there.
All right.
That was nothing but net. Just taking a peek over regular match at hand. He's going to advance tomorrow. Even with the 710 he's just left.
Your second one. That's
Another good shot.
a little
by
left.
JJ.
A little left. Oh, my lord.
Emotions from the kid.
The twirly 5-pin.
Yeah, listen, that was a good shot. The kid's got to pretty much keep it on the lane, and I think get to 7 or 8 here. Carlos still needs to strike to put the pressure, a little bit of pressure on. Just a little,
He didn't get out of that one. Kind of squeezed that one a little bit. And that's going to be it. JJ Salomon is going to advance to tomorrow.
irrelevant as he moves on without beating that one. But interesting here, Fulner going 5 and having a little bit of an offset pin here, and Costa throwing in another one, has taken control of this match. Hardcore control of this match. I think this match is over, actually. I think Costa wins that match. Larry with the strike of the 9th puts a little pressure on Cheney, who went split spare in the 8th, so keeping himself in it with his spare shooting, that's for sure. All right, folks, it's been a great day. I'm going to bow out here and go write some scores in, but I'll see you guys in the morning.
10 a.m. tomorrow.
Appreciate everybody watching. Remember, it's daylight savings time, so we'll be here at 10 a.m. To 10 a.m. after the clock.
Spring ahead, fallback. So
Fallback, spring ahead, yeah.
So set your clocks ahead 1 hour.
An hour. But see everybody tomorrow. And Jeff, thank you for allowing me to
You got it.
channel.
Thank you for the help. So we will watch as the rest of these matches finish up. Quinlan now with that the pain in his middle finger, looks like just needs this one strike here. He gets it. He gets it. So great bowling today by Zachary Shasanoff. It looks like that's probably going to be the end of the day for him. Did bowl very good today. Had that 289 game, I think, a couple of rounds back. Quinlan's second shot in the 10th frame. And that looks pretty good. It was pretty good. A little high, left the 4 pin, but it was a really good shot. So, unless we were adding incorrectly, I think that's going to be a Quinlan victory, but I don't know. I've been wrong before. Unfortunately, we don't have the scores showing on the scoreboard, so we really can't tell what people bowled unless we just remember. I just shot my corner there. Right there with a nice conversion. Take a look at Felker's frame here. He has 5 spares in a row and now 4 strikes in a row for a pretty interesting game. And this one is a little high. He's a 4, but it's pretty much it. As his opponent's going to shoot 160 this game. We'll work our way over. See what's going on over here. Also with the spare, he's going to shoot 221 if he strikes in the 10th. Falnar can strike for 178. So that's going to be a 40-pin victory thereabouts. Robert Graves now up in the 10th, and he comes up a little light, leads to 245. But that match is pretty much over. Cheney gets it in a little bit, but it holds. And he strikes. Great shot there by Richard Cheney. We'll punch out for 214. And Larry Brand can punch out for 244.
Great shot. Great shot.
Go, baby!
Larry Brand with a late trip on the 10. You think he needed that? I think he needed that. It looks like that match is over, and Larry Brand's going to advance it tomorrow. How many pins did he lose the first game?
5.
Lost by 5.
Needed a mark. You wanted to move right. Both no.
Good thing, too. That might have went through the face.
I wanted to the face.
So it looks like we're finishing up here. Final shots being thrown. Toronto Hyatt's going to put up 220 if he strikes on this ball. Oh, 810. Are you kidding me? So that's 233 for Larry Brandt. 12, so he moves on. And that's going to wrap things up here as we get the little rolly ball down the lane. So that's going to wrap things up here for round 5. We are done for today. There are 16 players left in this tournament, and they'll be coming back tomorrow to continue this double elimination match play event. We will see you guys at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Eastern time. We're here in Florida. Don't forget daylight savings time. Set your clocks ahead 1 hour. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.